my name is Fiona, and I'm 30 years old. I'm a stay-at-home mom to two beautiful children, and things have been quite well for me, for the most part at least. Lately, things haven't been going too great between my husband and me. We got into a nasty argument some months ago, and unfortunately, this is all to do with his mother. Ladies, I'm sure you'll agree with me that our mother-in-laws oftentimes have a hold over their little boss hearts, which is expected. But sometimes it can get excessive. I soon saw that I ended up marrying the mama's boy, and sometimes I regret it just because of how troublesome it can be to get through to my husband at times. Fiona, come here. Yes, I'm coming. What is it? I have something to tell you. Please sit down. Is everything okay? Yes, everything's fine. I just wanted to tell you that we need to cut back on certain household costs. Oh, is everything okay at work? No, everything is fine. Don't get any wrong ideas. I've just decided to add a new expense that is important, meaning that other areas of our lives have to be readjusted to accommodate this new expense. Okay, what is the new expense? He took a deep breath. I think he knew that I wouldn't like his answer. I'm going to be sending Mom some money every month. It's not going to be a lot, but she's getting older and she needs an allowance. I was hesitant and confused. It didn't make sense to me to give an allowance to a woman who was already swimming in money. Rita, my mother-in-law, had a small business that was doing very well. And considering she was a widow and all of her children moved out of her house, she didn't need any more money to add on top. I expressed my concerns regarding this issue, and my husband tried to persuade me and let me know that it was fine. How much are we talking about? Don't worry about it. Excuse me, I'm a housewife. It is my job to worry about these things. Tell me how much. I'm going to send her $4,000 per month. And that's where the argument took a turn for the worse. It was a significant amount of money, and I couldn't understand why my husband felt the need to support his mother financially when she was already well off. In the following sections, I will dive deeper into the ups and downs of being a stay-at-home mom and the troubles that can arise in a marriage due to external influences, such as overbearing mother-in-laws. I will also discuss the importance of communication and expressing concerns within a relationship. Stay tuned to learn more about my journey and how I navigated through these challenges. As a stay-at-home mom, my main focus is taking care of my two beautiful children. Being a mother has been a challenging yet fulfilling role in my life. I have the privilege of being present for all the milestones and moments of their development, which is something I cherish deeply. For the most part, things have been going well in my journey as a stay-at-home mom. I am grateful for the opportunity to be there for my children and provide them with a nurturing and loving environment. However, as with any relationship, there are ups and downs. Lately, things haven't been going too great between my husband and me. We found ourselves in a nasty argument some months ago, and unfortunately, it all revolves around his mother. It's not uncommon for mother-in-laws to have a significant influence over their sons, which is expected to some extent. However, in my case, it can sometimes feel excessive. I must admit that I ended up marrying a mama's boy, and at times I find myself regretting it. Dealing with the challenges of getting through to my husband can be quite troublesome. Our argument unfolded in the following manner. Fiona, come here. Yes, I'm coming. What is it? I have something to tell you. Please sit down. Is everything okay? Yes, everything's fine. I just wanted to tell you that we need to cut back on certain household costs. Oh, is everything okay at work? No, everything is fine. Don't get any wrong ideas. I've just decided to add a new expense that is important, meaning that other areas of our lives have to be readjusted to accommodate this new expense. Okay, what is the new expense? As my husband hesitated, I could sense that his answer wouldn't sit well with me. He took a deep breath, preparing himself for my reaction. I'm going to be sending Mom some money every month. It's not going to be a lot, but she's getting older and she needs an allowance. I was hesitant and confused. It didn't make sense to me to give an allowance to a woman who was already financially comfortable. Rita, my mother-in-law, had a successful small business, and considering she was a widow and all her children had moved out of her house, she didn't need any additional financial support. Expressing my concerns about this issue, I tried to make my husband understand that it wasn't fair to our family. However, he continued to persuade me, assuring me that everything would be fine. How much are we talking about? Don't worry about it. Excuse me, I'm a housewife. It is my job to worry about these things. Tell me how much. I'm going to send her $4,000 per month. And that's where the argument took a turn for the worse. It was a substantial amount of money, and I couldn't comprehend why my husband thought it necessary to support his financially independent mother. Being a stay-at-home mom brings its own set of joys and challenges, but dealing with external influences and navigating through marital issues can be particularly demanding. In the following sections, I will discuss the ups and downs of being a stay-at-home mom and the troubles that arise in relationships with overbearing mother-in-laws. Being a stay-at-home mom has its ups and downs. On the one hand, I have the privilege of being there for my children every step of the way. I can witness their growth, be their primary caregiver, and create a loving and nurturing environment for them. It's a rewarding experience that I wouldn't trade for anything. However, there are also challenges that come with being a stay-at-home mom. It can be isolating at times, as I spend most of my days caring for the children and managing household responsibilities. The lack of adult interaction and intellectual stimulation can sometimes take a toll on my emotional well-being. Balancing household chores, childcare, and personal time can be quite overwhelming. As a stay-at-home mom, the responsibilities of maintaining a clean and organized home fall on me. There's always a never-ending list of tasks, from cooking and cleaning to laundry and errands. Financially, being a stay-at-home mom can also be a strain. It's common for the family to rely primarily on one income, which requires careful budgeting and making sacrifices in certain areas. This can add pressure and stress, especially when unexpected expenses arise. In my case, the dynamics between my husband and his mother have added an extra layer of complexity to my role as a stay-at-home mom. Dealing with the influence and expectations placed on my husband by his mother can be challenging. Our recent argument about providing financial support to his mother has highlighted the challenges that come with navigating these family dynamics. Despite these challenges, I remain dedicated to my role as a stay-at-home mom. I find fulfillment in watching my children grow, in being their source of comfort and support, and in creating a loving and nurturing home environment for them. It's a journey that has its ups and downs, but it's one that I embrace with love and commitment. In the next sections, I will delve into the troubles in my marriage and the role of mother-in-laws in relationships. Stay tuned to learn more about my experiences and how I navigate through these challenges as a stay-at-home mom. Unfortunately, things haven't been going smoothly in my marriage lately. It all started with a nasty argument that we had some months ago, and the root cause of this disagreement was none other than my mother-in-law. As women, I'm sure you can understand the hold that mother-in-laws can have over their little boys' hearts. While it is expected to some extent, sometimes it can become excessive and cause issues within a marriage. I must admit that I ended up marrying a mama's boy, and at times I find myself regretting it. The challenging part is trying to get through to my husband when his loyalty lies strongly with his mother. This can create tension and difficulty in resolving conflicts or addressing concerns within our relationship. The argument we had unfolded like this: "Fiona, come here." Yes, I'm coming. What is it?" "I have something to tell you. Please sit down." "Is everything okay?" "Yes, everything's fine. I just wanted to tell you that we need to cut back on certain household costs." "Oh, is everything okay at work?" No, everything is fine. Don't get any wrong ideas. I've just decided to add a new expense that is important, meaning that other areas of our lives have to be readjusted to accommodate this new expense. Okay, what is the new expense? I could sense the tension in the air as my husband took a deep breath. It was as if he already knew that I wouldn't be pleased with his answer. I'm going to be sending Mom some money every month. It's not going to be a lot, but she's getting older and she needs an allowance. I was taken aback and confused by his position. It didn't make sense to me why we needed to give an allowance to a woman who already seemed to be financially secure. My mother-in-law, Rita, had a successful small business, and considering she was a widow and all her children had moved out, I couldn't understand why she needed additional financial support. Expressing my concerns about this issue, I confronted my husband. I tried to make him see that it was unfair to our family, and that Rita didn't require any more money on top of what she already had. But my husband attempted to persuade me and assure me that it was fine. I couldn't help but ask, "How much are we talking about?" "Don't worry about it. Excuse me, I'm a housewife. It is my job to worry about these things. Tell me how much." "I'm going to send her $4,000 per month." Hearing that amount sent shockwaves through me. It was a significant sum, and I still couldn't comprehend why my husband thought it was necessary to support his financially independent mother at such a level. These troubles in my marriage highlight the challenges of navigating the dynamics between a husband-wife and mother-in-law. The difficulties of asserting my voice and finding common ground within the family unit can be exhausting. In the following sections, I will discuss the role of mother-in-laws in relationships and the importance of communication. Stay tuned to learn more about my journey and how I navigate through these troubles in my marriage. Mother-in-laws often hold a special place in their sons' hearts, and it is expected that they have a level of influence over their lives. While this influence is typical, there are instances where it can become excessive and cause challenges within a marriage. Unfortunately, I found myself in this situation as I ended up marrying a mama's boy. The relationship between a husband and his mother can be complex, especially when it comes to their interactions and decision-making processes. Mother-in-laws can sometimes exert significant control and have a say in their son's life, even after he has started a family of his own. This dynamic can create friction and difficulties within a marriage, as the wife may struggle to find her voice and be an equal partner in the relationship. In my case, the troubles in my marriage stem from the influence my mother-in-law has over my husband. Our recent argument about providing financial support to her further highlighted this issue. It can be challenging to navigate these situations because the mother-in-law's opinions and expectations can overshadow the needs and desires of the married couple. It is crucial for couples to establish healthy boundaries and open lines of communication in order to address such challenges. Effective communication between spouses is essential to ensure that both partners feel heard and that their concerns are taken into account. It is also important to recognize that compromises need to be made in order to strike a balance between familial expectations and the needs of the immediate family. Understanding the role that mother-in-laws play in relationships is essential for maintaining a healthy and harmonious marriage. It is important to find a middle ground where both partners can feel supported and respected. In the following sections, I will explore the significance of communication and expressing concerns in a relationship. Stay tuned to learn more about my journey and how my husband and I navigate through these challenges. During the course of our marriage, my husband and I found ourselves in a heated and unpleasant argument some months ago. Unfortunately, the root cause of this argument was none other than his mother. It is a common understanding that mother-in-laws often hold a special place in their sons' hearts, but at times this influence can become excessive. As a wife, I have come to realize that I ended up marrying a mama's boy. While I love my husband dearly, there are moments when I regret this choice due to the challenges that come with it. One of the most troublesome aspects is trying to get through to my husband when his loyalty to his mother takes precedence. Fiona, come here. Yes, yes, I'm coming. What is it? I have something to tell you. Please sit down. Is everything okay? Yes, everything's fine. I just wanted to tell you that we need to cut back on certain household costs. Oh, is everything okay at work? No, everything is fine. Don't get any wrong ideas. I've just decided to add a new expense that is important, meaning that other areas of our lives have to be readjusted to accommodate this new expense. Okay, what is the new expense? As my husband took a deep breath, I could sense that he knew I wouldn't be pleased with his answer. It was evident that he anticipated my hesitation and confusion. I'm going to be sending Mom some money every month. It's not going to be a lot, but she's getting older and she needs an allowance. The idea of giving an allowance to a woman who was already financially well off seemed illogical to me. It didn't make sense considering my mother-in-law Rita had a successful small business and was already comfortable. As a widow with her children moved out, she didn't require additional financial support. Expressing my concerns regarding this matter, I confronted my husband about the issue. I made it clear that it was unfair to our family and that Rita didn't need any more money on top of what she already had. Despite few reservations, my husband tried to persuade me and assure me that everything would be fine. When I asked about the amount, hoping for some reassurance, I was met with dismissiveness. Don't worry about it. Excuse me, I'm a housewife. It is my job to worry about these things. Tell me how much. I'm going to send her $4,000 per month, he responded. Nearing that amount left me shocked and concerned. It was a significant sum, and I couldn't fathom why my husband believed it was necessary to financially support his already well-off mother at such a level. This argument shed light on the challenges of navigating the dynamics between a husband-wife and mother-in-law. It showcased the difficulties of finding a balance and ensuring that both partners' concerns and needs are addressed. In the next sections, I will elaborate on the importance of communication and expressing concerns within a marriage. Stay tuned to learn more about how my husband and I navigate through these challenges and seek resolution. In any relationship, communication is key, and this holds true for marriages as well. The argument that my husband and I had regarding his mother's financial support highlighted the significance of open and honest communication between partners. Effective communication allows both individuals to express their thoughts, concerns, and needs openly and respectfully. It fosters an environment of understanding and empathy, enabling couples to navigate challenges and find common ground. In my case, expressing my concerns regarding the financial support we were providing to my mother-in-law was crucial. I voiced my confusion and hesitation, emphasizing that it didn't make sense to give an allowance to a woman who was already financially secure. Rita, my mother-in-law, had a successful small business, and considering she was a widow with her children moved out, she didn't require additional financial assistance. Through communication, I was able to convey my perspective to my husband. I listened to his point of view as well. He attempted to persuade me and assure me that supporting his mother was necessary and that everything would be fine. It was through open dialogue that we were able to gain a deeper understanding of each other's concerns and motivations. Communication is not just about expressing one's own viewpoints. It also involves actively listening to the other person. It is essential to create a safe space where both partners feel heard and validated. It's not always about finding a solution right away, but rather about understanding each other's perspectives and working together to find a compromise that respects both individuals' needs. In dealing with conflicts related to in-laws, like in my case, open communication plays a vital role. By sharing our concerns and perspectives, my husband and I were able to gain insights into each other's experiences and understand the dynamics at play. Through these conversations, we can work together to establish healthy boundaries and address any issues that arise. In the next sections, I will delve into the importance of expressing concerns and understanding my husband's perspective. Stay tuned to learn more about how we navigate through these challenges and seek resolutions through effective communication. When faced with a situation that raises concerns within a marriage, it is important to express those concerns openly and honestly. In my case, the financial support my husband wanted to provide to his mother became a point of some tension. Expressing my concerns regarding this issue was crucial to fostering a productive conversation. I voiced my hesitation and confusion, as it didn't make sense to me to give an allowance to a woman who was already financially secure. Rita, my mother-in-law, had a successful small business, and considering she was a widow with her children moved out, she didn't require additional financial assistance. By communicating my concerns, I was able to convey my perspective to my husband. It was a way for me to express my thoughts, emotions, and the reasons behind my hesitation. It opened up dialogues that allowed us to delve deeper into the issue and gain a better understanding of each other's viewpoints. Communication is a two-way process, and my husband also had the opportunity to express his perspective on the matter. He tried to persuade me and assure me that supporting his mother was necessary and that everything would be fine. Through this exchange, we could acknowledge and respect each other's opinions, even if we didn't fully agree. Expressing concerns is about more than simply highlighting the problems or disagreements. It is an opportunity to share emotions, values, and personal experiences. It helps create a space for empathy, understanding, and compromise. In a marriage, it is vital to have open lines of communication where both partners feel comfortable and safe expressing their concerns. It allows for healthy discussions, problem-solving, and decision-making processes. By expressing concerns, my husband and I were able to work towards finding a resolution that acknowledged both our needs. In the next sections, I will discuss the importance of understanding my husband's perspective and the steps we took to address the financial issue in our marriage. Stay tuned to learn more about the journey we embarked on to find a compromise and overcome our challenges through effective communication. To navigate the challenges in our marriage, it was vital for me to understand my husband's perspective, particularly regarding his decision to financially support his mother. While I had concerns and expressed them, it was equally important for me to listen and empathize with his viewpoint. My husband took a deep breath before explaining his reasoning. I could sense that he knew I wouldn't be pleased with his answer. He explained that he believed sending money to his mother every month was important because she was getting older and needed an allowance. It was through open and honest communication that I gained insights into his perspective. He emphasized that it wasn't a significant amount and that he felt a sense of responsibility towards his mother's financial well-being. He wanted to support her as she entered the later stages of life, even though she seemed financially secure with her successful small business and her children having moved out. Understanding my husband's perspective required me to step into his shoes and consider his relationship with his mother. I realized that his emotional connection and sense of duty towards her influenced his decision. It was not just about the money. It was about maintaining a connection and providing care for his aging parent. While I still had my concerns, understanding his perspective allowed me to see the intention behind his decision. It encouraged empathy and opened the door for further discussions and potential compromises. In any relationship, understanding each other's perspectives is crucial for building compassion and finding common ground. It enables us to see beyond our own viewpoints and appreciate the experiences and emotions that shape our partner's stance. In the following sections, I will share more about the financial issue we faced and the steps we took to find a compromise that both considered our financial well-being and maintained a sense of support towards our families. Stay tuned to learn more about our journey toward understanding and compromise in our marriage. Navigating the complexities of marriage can be challenging, especially when it comes to dealing with the influences of in-laws. In my journey as a wife, I have come to realize the importance of open communication, understanding, and compromise. While faced with the argument concerning financial support for my mother-in-law, it became evident that expressing concerns and understanding my husband's perspective were crucial steps toward finding resolution. By openly discussing our viewpoints, we were able to shed light on our individual experiences and emotions, leading to a deeper understanding of each other's needs. Every marriage will have its ups and downs, and the key to overcoming challenges lies in effective communication. By actively listening, empathizing, and acknowledging each other's concerns, we create a solid foundation for compromise and finding mutually beneficial solutions. In the case of financial support, understanding my husband's perspective allowed me to recognize his sense of duty and emotional connection to his mother. It helped me see beyond the surface-level concerns and consider the deeper meaning behind his decision. Ultimately, finding a resolution required us both to reassess our priorities, financial capabilities, and the impact our decisions had on our overall well-being as a family. Through continued dialogue, we sought a compromise that balanced our responsibilities and supported our respective families' needs in a fair and practical manner. Marriage is a journey of growth, understanding, and finding harmony amidst the conflicts that arise. It requires patience, compromise, and constant communication to ensure that both partners feel heard, valued, and respected. As I reflect on my experiences, I recognize that conflicts with in-laws are not uncommon, and it's essential for couples to approach these challenges with empathy, understanding, and a willingness to find common ground. In conclusion, by fostering effective communication, expressing concerns, and understanding each other's perspectives, we can strengthen our marriages and navigate the complexities of familial relationships. It is through this ongoing effort that we can strive to build a harmonious and loving partnership that stands the test of time.